Hi everybody, I'm Crosbie from Finch Chevrolet in London, Ontario, Canada, and you're watching Cars and Crosby. I've got Uranuses here, I've got Corvettes here. We've got a good day on our hands. We're gonna go through some industry news. I was listening into the Corvette Today podcast, and they had a lot of really good uplifting stories. I left after listening to the Monday's episode just with a nice kick on my step. It was really fun. I have some exciting announcements to make about a future event that we are gonna be hosting here. I'm finally gonna be able to have some of you folks come down and say hi and visit me in person and celebrate your Corvette builds with me. And then one last thing I just wanted to talk about that I did in terms of some contributions to our local economy and environment that I did on a separate video that I just uploaded. I just wanted to talk a little bit about that because I know a lot of people may not watch that specific episode, but I want to get the message across about that. So we got an all Corvette episode coming your way. Stay tuned. All right, so new face and an awesome story to go with it, and he's wearing a really awesome shirt. So I'm really excited to introduce you guys. Dick is here. He is taking off one Corvette for us today, but it's worth an episode on itself. It's got a lot of cool things to go with it. I'm excited to show you guys what it looks like, and we'll learn a little bit about what Dick has been doing in the trucking world. He's got some interesting stories. This is the small time that I had with him. So here we go. We got something coming off the truck. First and foremost, we got Black Beauty here. She's been on the episodes before. You can see we got a little bit of lot rot on the calipers here. That's because of California not having the ability for us to use the normal calipers. You'll notice here this Escalade that's been sitting around, it doesn't have the same issue. And that's because they are not Duralast rotors like they are on most of our new GM vehicles. So even after you wash it, you could literally sit down with a lawn chair, crack open a beer, and watch them start to rust. It's very interesting. Some people are always concerned that there may be something wrong with the Corvette. It's normal. So if you see that you have some rust forming up even after an hour or two after washing your Corvette, it's normal. It's something that we just need to embrace, and we're helping the fishies out in particular. Apparently there's some copper, some heavy metals that are been taken out of the calipers. So we're just gonna let Dick take out the Corvette here, and then we'll say hi to him, see what he's got to say. All right, so I'm here with Dick. Dick, explain this awesome shirt that you've got on today.
A friend of mine was vacationing in Canada, and he bought it for me.
Well, very cool. I appreciate that. We up in Canada here are a very true north and strong, as your shirt says. So Dick, tell me a little bit about your career. I haven't seen you before. Are you just starting to haul Corvettes?
No, I started hauling Corvettes in 04.
Okay, very cool. So over the years, I'm sure you've seen a lot of things. Is this Corvette any easier than the other generations, or what was your favorite generation to haul?
Actually, this Corvette here is kind of easy because it's got a lift on it, and it makes it nice for the customer.
And you don't have to worry about the manual, I guess, now. A lot of us are upset that there's no manual, but I'm sure you're very happy about that.
I'm thrilled there's no manual.
Well, thank you very much. How's the border looking like?
Especially in the wintertime. The border was pretty quick today.
So if you guys are not up to date on this, as of the 9th, so on Monday, Americans can now come over to visit us Canucks. And so I'm very interested in finding out if the border was backed up, because I was wondering if there's a huge wave of Americans coming by.
Actually, the border was wide open.
Well, that's good to know.
There's not a lot of personal vehicles.
Really? Well, it sounds to me like there's not going to be a long wait for you guys if you're looking to come visit us. What was that, Dick?
Mind you, it's the middle of the week.
Yeah, you know what? You're all right. And we do have a long weekend coming up, so I'm wondering if that's going to be the case. I'm still holding out. I'm begging congressmen and Chuck Schumer, the senator from New York, to help in getting us some pull on getting these borders opened up. I really want to do a drive experience down to Carlisle. I'm still planning on going, and I'm hoping that I can bring my Corvette down and that I don't have to fly. So if you guys haven't already written your congressman to tell them that Cars and Crosby needs to get over the border, please do it as soon as possible. We're gonna unwrap this Corvette in the next segment. Stay tuned, guys. All right, Dick, you just told me a really awesome story. I just wanted to get you to say it on camera. Tell me a little bit what you used to haul.
I used to haul uranium hexafluoride.
So what are the differences between that and this?
You got to both be careful.
Yeah.
But there's no damages with uranium hexafluoride. You can get damages with these, and they get really upset.
Yeah, I believe that. So when you guys are doing a long haul, are you doing anything different for when you have to stay overnight somewhere on the road with these Corvettes?
No, not usually. We secure the load. We secure the truck. Make sure it's in a safe spot.
Well, that's awesome, man. I really appreciate you coming down. I got some of the Cars and Crosby hand sanitizer here. And then I also got a nice little gift from my first job. I used to work baking cookies and stuff, so I wanted to let you know how much I appreciate.
With COVID and that, I can trust these?
You know what? I never even brought that. Well, you got some hand sand to sanitize the box. They're all packaged up and everything. Dick, keep doing what you're doing. I really appreciate you guys bringing in awesome loads like this that are all kept clean and secure overnight. And yeah, have a safe travel. Hopefully this is not as exotic and fragile as the other generations. You were saying that this is one of your favorite generations to haul?
This is a good generation to haul because they have a lift on the front.
Oh.
And it makes it so much nicer loading it up.
I bet. Yeah, that's very true. Well, Dick, thank you very much and happy motoring.
All right,
John, starting her up for the first time.
Okay.
How many kilometers we got on it? 5 kilometers. Very good. Congratulations, John. All right, guys, I found a nice little secluded area. I had some Escalades arriving at the same time. It's a hot day. I don't know what the heck's going on with the weather, but it rains like crazy, then it gets hot. I love it. It's great. Great vet season, though. Great driving season for that. Couple of things that I want to talk to you guys about. First things first, there's a lot of people out there that have received a Corvette, especially up in Canada, and really haven't had an opportunity to be able to show off their sweet ride. Well, I'm hoping that I can change that. And if you're in the local area, or if you're an American that now can take advantage of the border being opened up, I'm planning on hosting an event here at the dealership that I can have as many Corvette fans and people that follow the channel to come by and check out some cool rides. I'm really excited to be able to connect with some folks that are in and around the area that haven't showed their Corvette off. And then also it's an opportunity for people that have already received their Corvette from me to be able to show off their car. You know, that's half the fun of having a cool Corvette, is being able to share in the community that is part of the Corvette experience. You know, we have the Wave, we have a lot of other things. We have a really tight-knit, solid group of people that buy a like-minded Corvette, and these like-minded individuals are really great, and they add to the whole experience. So if you are new to the Corvette world and you haven't experienced what that is yet because of a lockdown, I'm hoping that I can show you what there is available if you're wanting to do some extracurricular things with your Corvette. And if you're interested in going to some other events like Carlisle, I had some really great news passed on from the Corvette Today podcast, where Keith Cornett was telling us that the Team Corvette is going to be there. So that is just icing on the cake in terms of, you know, hearing that they're going to be having this event and not having to postpone it or having to do it inside an arena. It's going to be the real deal experience at the Carlisle Fairgrounds. And that to me was just amazing to hear that. I'm also excited to see if the colors are there, because you guys know that's the kind of thing that I like to do. I like to give you guys some insight on that kind of stuff, give you a better chance to be able to make a decision on an order or a spec. And so to see that caffeine color and to really see what that flake that everyone's talking about is all about, that's going to be a big one. To add another pastel color in the new orange, that's going to be great. And then I'm thinking that hypersonic gray is going to be the next color for my Corvette, unless some anniversary color comes out that might be above and beyond. But that's going to be really great to be able to see those as well. We're just hoping that the border can open up and I can do it in a legal manner instead of having to fly over. I would love to be able to take my Corvette if possible. So without further ado, let's introduce you to this Corvette. This is a looker. We've got a lot of cool things to talk about on this one. First things first, as you guys always know, this Corvette has not been completed yet. I always upload the Corvette the day that it arrives. So we've got some cool before and after things that we're going to be able to show you off with this one. Let me introduce you to a 3LT convertible hardtop. It does not have the Z51 package on it. It's in red mist metallic. And we've got the natural interior with a two-tone insert in suede. These are the Trident spoke rims, and we are going to be powder coating these black. So these won't look that way for very long. We are going to be putting them on and powder coating them up to get them up to spec, and we will be leaving the lug nuts on in chrome because there's a nice cool contrast that comes from that. I did that with my Corvette and it was a very cool look. Now from the factory, the Indy Dual Racing Stripes in carbon flash metallic really set this vehicle off. It really helps out in giving it a nice contrast, and you'll also notice that this vehicle has the nacelles and the top painted in carbon flash metallic as well. So we've really got a really cool color going on here. You know, we've got the chrome accents from the Corvette logo, and then also the Stingray badge right here. We've got the carbon flash metallic being done through the decals and the painted nacelles, and then we're going to be adding a Z51 spoiler onto the back to continue with that balance of black. I think this is going to be a really cool model. We've got edge red calipers on here, and then check out this interior. This is a cool interior. We've got a 3LT with the GT2 seats, and you'll see that we have the black inserts here. I think I said it was suede. It's not suede, guys. That's the regular solid interior. Like always, here's a really good way of being able to get an idea of what kind of things are on in this interior. We've got our nice brushed aluminum. We've got our carbon fiber insert package on here. We've got our nice baseball stitching done in natural. And then you've got the top of the dash here with some really cool two-tone accents. This is an absolutely gorgeous interior, and I think the exterior with this paint, like, this speaks for itself. Just take a look at this, guys. How cool is that? That is a cool color. And we're accenting it in carbon flash. So we've got a really cool consistent design language on the inside, and then we also have a really cool one on the outside as well. I'm hoping that you guys will enjoy the final look on this one. This is gonna be probably about 2 or 3 day long process. We had to order in the Z51 spoiler. We do have the ACS ground effects coming in. We still do not have the rocker panels, but I'm hoping that that happens sooner than later. So yeah, I think that was all that I wanted to talk about. If you guys haven't seen, I had an episode that I just aired. I try to do my part to offset all the things that we do in the car world that hurt the environment. I don't want to push my opinion on you guys, but if you buy a vehicle from me, I'm going to take a portion of your sale and I'm going to help donate it towards the environment. It's just something that helps me out as a legacy to try to make me feel a little bit better about what I do for a living. GM is working in the right direction towards getting all electric, and I'm very proud of that. It's going to be able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm going to be able to make a living off of something that will eventually help out the environment down the road. So thank you for everyone that gave me some feedback and was also interested in contributing to my future projects. I try to find things that are the real deal. I don't want to just take, you know, a national organization and just do a blind donation to it. I want to get involved. I want to have boots on the ground and to see an impact with these donations. And so if you guys have any suggestions of what I can do, I change up every year and I choose 4 every year. So every quarter I choose an organization that I feel is going to make my impact through selling cars a little bit less on the world. And I just really appreciate you guys listening in and giving me some support on that. So thank you very much for everything, guys. Stay tuned for more awesome content. If you already haven't done it, reach out to me if you guys have any questions. My email is in the section below. Happy motoring.